What's up, y'all? Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the San Jose Sharks franchise mode here on NHL. I hope you all have had a wonderful weekend. We're going to jump right back into it. The start of another season with this Sharks team. So far, we've had pretty good success with this team. We're going to just jump right into the lineups here. I wouldn't say this team is on autopilot. There's still a lot more things we can do to upgrade it, but right now it's in a good spot with Eklund, Celebrini, Tippett, Neighbors, Smith, Burakovsky, Musty, Dellandrea, Peckham, Kovalenko, Kopitar, and Holtonen. So this is the base that we have right now. A couple of the scratch people, Jack Thompson, Boudreau, and Cardwell. So those are some of the scratch guys. But as of right now, it's a pretty good team that we have. The past few seasons have been successful, I would say. In the 3 seasons we've had Celebrini, 2 of them have been playoffs, back-to-back playoffs. First round wasn't so good, and then we made it all the way to the Stanley Cup final, where obviously we did not win one home game. So we have that. Offense is looking good. Defense, defense could be a little bit better. We could have another 83 or so, which technically we do. But Yuri Svitov, I'm having him start on the third line just right now until we can get him fit into the second line. Just want to start him out slow, start him out on that third defensive pairing as of right now. But we'll go from there, and I am just shocked on how fast he progressed as a defensive defenseman. I would really like to get him as a two-way, but this is where we're going to leave it for now. And goalies, of course, we have our franchise goalie, Askarov. The past few seasons have been really good with us. Technically a losing season, and then playoffs. He's gotten better. A couple less shutouts. It's just the save percentage at the end there really, really dipped in the playoff run. And looking back at it, maybe I should have tried one game in net, but it is what it is. That's why we got Kochetkov as the backup this year. So we have 2 good goalies. This team is looking pretty good. AHL-wise, decent team down there. Nothing really that special. Just a solid team down there. So, technically, year 4, let's get into it. We already have everything started. Games have technically been played from last episode, just simming up to this game. So, let's just get it underway and get this team rolling. Starting off this season, we have a bunch of, I would say, in-division rivalries. Of course, we have the Kings, we have the Knights, Seattle, going up to Edmonton, Calgary. And Winnipeg's technically not it, but close enough. We're starting off the season with 5 good Pacific games. So we should absolutely try to get out to an early lead. No, I'm going to decline that. But start off the season with a 5-4 win, pretty good. Parker Bell, that is down in the AHL. No, you know what? I'm good with what we have for right now. Not going to change anything. Peckham's injured, so just replace him. It's only the 26th. 4-3 win against the Golden Knights. Not bad. Up against Colorado, 4-3 win. Hughes is out with a bruised hand. Oh, okay, game, whatever. Just weird injuries. Seattle, 5-4 win, so off to a really good start. Let's see if we can keep this up. Carolina, 2-1 loss. That is fine. We're just going to continue up until Edmonton here. Parker Bell should be the AHL team. If I remember correctly, he is. So we'll just do best lines for that. Not bad. He's a fill-in player. Boudreau, he played 1 point in 3 games. Not bad. Let's get Peckham back in there. We still have a few people that we need to get fit into certain lines, but we can take care of that in another month or so. Let's stop simming. There we go. Back-to-back losses, all right? Well, it's only just the start of the season. Nothing really too big to worry about. Askarov, though, being injured till the 24th is something big. But that is why I went out and signed Kochetkov. Because with that we still have a solid goalie to back us up in those 3 games. Askarov off to a slow start this year. Same thing with Kochekov, but it's probably because our blue line isn't the best right now. Gorgiev, I'll just call him up for now. I'm going to look to see if there's any backups, but it's just a month. I hope the AHL team doesn't falter that bad. I understand they're going to have a couple 66 overall goalies in there, but there's a good team in front of them. Neto's injured. That's AHL. Hughes is back. Just continue. It's only one more game. Ty Dellandrea, just replace him. This is going to be the AHL team. The AHL team is starting out 7-0. All right, they got a couple back-to-back wins though with those goalies. So I won't change anything. They're off to a good start. We came back with a win there against Winnipeg though, 7-4 win. So let's go put Hughes back in the lineup. That should help out with some of the games. This is that showing the Barracuda's logo in the background, which is kind of funny. Thompson, he's a -2 up there, so yeah. Hughes, put you back up there. Svitov, how you doing? A -3 on that 3rd line. 2nd line is a plus. All right. It's only 8 games in. I'm not going to really dig down into the points that much. Just, seeing where it really leaves us. Kochekov, so yeah, he played that game. That was the AHL game. So we have a month without a goalie. Technically, Askarov is out for a month. So let's just take it up till the Colorado game. See if he comes back by then. See what this team does without him. Washington, 3-1 win. There we go. That's solid. Up at Ottawa. Little road stretch we have here. About 5 games. 7-3 win against Ottawa. Florida, 4-3 win. Beautiful. Montreal, back-to-back games. 4-1 loss. All right. Chicago. It's a good draft, but not worried about that right now. That's okay. Defensive injury. We lost 3 in a row. Yeah. Dellandrea is back. 5-4 overtime win, so we bounce back. Another loss. All right. Let's see if we can bounce back with Bystead. Excuse me. Completely wrong person. Philip Bystead. He's injured till the 29th. So a couple injuries here. 6-1 win against St. Louis. All right, I'll take that. Colorado, what are we doing here? 5-4 loss. All right, so not the best start, 10-8. Askarov is back, so let's get our starter back in. Gorgiev, how did you do with us this year? 1-2. Not the best save percentage. Hopefully no one claims him. No one did. Kochekov, how did you do in those games? 7-4. A sub 900 save percentage. I do not like to see that. I have a feeling it's because our blue line isn't that strong, but I mean that shouldn't be that big of a problem with that. Mostly because we've seen teams with worse blue lines simulate so much better. So that's definitely not totally the issue, but as of right now, we're just gonna go with it. Defense, Thompson, it's a +1. We'll put him down there on the 3rd line. Svitov still a minus. We should ask him to fit soon. I still don't like how Hughes doesn't have any X factors, but a $4 million, 86 overall defenseman, as of right now, that's a pretty good take. We can always flip him for something in the future if that doesn't work out, but as of right now, I'm giving him all the ice time he needs. All right, Seattle, can we get this win here? Bystead's back. Just continue. 4-1 loss. All right, so another 2-game losing streak. Let's try to finish out strong. 8-4 win. Calgary, come on. Musty's now injured till December 13th. All right, so many injuries. Let's get these lines back to what they were. So Caldwell, he's played a couple games here, not the best, but let's get Ty Dellandrea back in the lineup. Boudreau. Yeah, I could probably put him up there. Another sniper is not what we need, so I'll put him there and switch that around. Kopitar's, that 4th line is doing well, so I'm not going to break up that 4th line. If they're doing good, which it shows that they are. I'm going to keep those guys together. Power plays, there shouldn't be a problem on the power play. Even on power play 2, no, it's because Musty's not on there. All right. So what do I have on the first line? Okay, we have that. Hughes, we got Neighbors and Anderson. I also have Will Smith on that first line. Yeah. Okay, line's fixed. Let's just try to finish out these last couple days here. And that is a loss against Calgary, 6-2 loss. All right, so 22 games in the season. We are definitely not playing like we should. Especially this last month, we lost 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games this month. Not the best month, but I'd rather have this losing streak and these problems now instead of in the future when it matters. Askarov is not having a solid season so far. He's also been injured. I'm hoping not for such a big step back this year, but let's just see how points are looking, what lines are working together. So we got Celebrini, Eklund, and Tippett on that first line. They got 19 points, and technically 14, 16, and 19 on that second line. So those two lines are working. Musty on that third line has been working. Kopitar and Kovalenko and Holtonen also working on that bottom line. Peckham, -4, Dellandrea -1. So maybe Dellandrea he's fit into that second line. I like where he is. Things are working well now. Maybe it's just going to take a little bit longer for this team to gel. Hughes not having a good season. Anderson's having a better season. Svitov, he's a defensive defenseman, -3. Not the best. It's with our goalies right now. Both of them. Askarov is not having his typical good year. He's having like what he normally sims as from the past few games. He's not doing great. Penalty kill, doing terrible. Power play, not the best. We're scoring. We're also getting scored on just as much. Okay, a couple changes to the penalty kill. We got Dellandrea up on that first line. Boudreau and Peckham on the second line. Third line, Kopitar and Kovalenko. Hopefully that helps spark something on the penalty kill, mixing it up. But I would like to see a better December here, turn it around a little bit better going into January. So let's hit half the month here. Hopefully we get things ironed out, start going towards the right direction. No, I'm not doing that. Vancouver, not good. All right, so that's a 4-3 loss. Utah, okay, 4-3 win. Let's get a couple in a row. There we go. 6-2 win. 4-1 loss, not the best. Musty is back, so let's get him back in there immediately. That's actually going to mess up a little bit with what we're doing on the PK, but Thomas isn't doing the best. Actually, I'm going to try Peckham actually taking faceoffs. He has 78 faceoffs, so he could win the draw. So 78, that's better than some centers in this game. So I'm going to move Peckham over there. Everything's still the same. We're going to try to roll with that. Stop the sim game with all these injuries. 4-1 loss, but a 7-3 win against Detroit. Okay. Let's try to get like 3 in a row here, something like that. Please, guys. Bean is injured to the 26th. That's fine. 6-2 loss. All right. Let's come back. We get our first overtime loss, technically. 4-3 shootout. Vegas, come on. Let's try to get a win here. Somebody in conference or in division. That's good. They're right above us. That's a win. Let's get a couple more here against Vancouver and Anaheim and the Kings. So this is a big stretch here. Vancouver, come on. 5-2 loss, not good. 2-1 loss. All right. This team isn't working out very well this season. We're definitely having the Stanley Cup slouch, whatever you want to call it. We are not playing very well. Up against the Kings here, man. We need this win here. We're fighting for wins now here in December. We need to get this team turned around. We lose 5-3 to the Kings. All right, man. We need to have some type of turnaround. I don't know what it is. Maybe we need to shake some lines up or something. Rasmus Andrew. Okay, another injury. Just injury after injury. Just another injury, another injury. Askarov with a bruised foot, man. Okay. Just tack on another injury. It's going to be one of those years. Just absolute injury written. Damn, our San Jose Sharks, 22-5 this year. Not bad. Our San Jose Barracuda. But back to, okay, we got 3 wins in a row here. That's looking good. Can we finish out against probably the best team in hockey right now? Oh, no. Second best? They're one of the best. Doesn't matter. Come on, let's get another win in a row here. Let's finish out this month strong. Oh, okay, still a 500 team here. We got 3 in a row here after we lost 3 in a row. Another 2-2. We're literally just staying 500 right now, which is a good and a bad thing because either it can turn around real fast or go the other way. The thing is, we're letting in too many goals. The penalty kill has gotten a lot better since changing it around. It's 5-on-5 defense that's hurting us right now. So, Stat Central, let's take a look here. I mean, we're scoring goals, so scoring-wise, everything is working. Forward core, though, I mean, Tippett's doing good on that first line. I mean, he's doing the goal scoring, but I'm thinking maybe maybe I move him down. I could try Neighbors on that first line. Maybe. I mean, he doesn't play right wing. Maybe I switch around Tippett and Burakovsky on that first line. I don't know. I want to change something up. But, I mean, both top lines are doing good so far. Our bottom core, I mean, they're scoring, but, I mean, Peckham has a -10 on that third line. I don't know what it is. I mean, he can play. It's just I mean, also, he's on the penalty kill. So, it's just, I don't know what it is. This team is just getting scored on way too often. It's maybe the third D pairing. Putting Thompson in there doesn't make it any better. It does not. AHL-wise, Dickinson's having a good season here. Hopefully that's a good breakout season to get him over the overall hump. But I don't know. I mean, the only other thing is goalie. I mean, Askarov has an .888 save percentage. Kochekov has a .900 save percentage. Like, all 3 of our goalies have not been playing up to par. Our numbers-wise is there. It's just something isn't clicking. I mean, we're scoring. It's just not. We're getting scored on just as much. I'm going to try Peckham on that third line. Change up a little something. Burakovsky and Tippett are doing good, respectively, on each other's line. I don't really want to change it because, I mean, they are playing good and they're just it's at a minus. We're not operating at a plus, so screw it. Let's switch it up just a little bit with that chemistry. Tied to Landria and Kopitar. I mean, I can move them up. Maybe try something there. Moving Delandria down. I mean, the only thing that changes is the boost overall. They're both the same kind of player. But, you know what? I'm just going to leave that alone. Defense, I don't have any answers because we would have to go out and acquire somebody. And I'm not looking for that just yet. And on free agency, obviously, there's no one to pick up to really help us right now. But since we're halfway through the season, let's take a look at contracts and what we have available for next year. So most of our people that we want are locked up at least long-term for another couple years here. Some of the main players, maybe Ethan Bear, we move on from to make room for Svitov. I mean, we got him locked up for another 3 years. So that is good. Neighbors, I would like to give him a contract. I don't know if we're going to have the money next year. He does want at least a $7 million. Actually, he doesn't want to resign. All right, so we'll move on from that. Musty, we have to resign. It's a must. I really want to look for long term. 4 years. That doesn't look good though, considering his overall wise. I mean, we can try to get him for the 2.5 for that long. It'll be better if we try this, actually. Well, we'll try it right now. 4 years at 2.5. That would bring him up to these 26. He still has an RFA for that upcoming season, so we can do that. So let's do that. 4 years at 2.5. There's no rush to accept it. I don't expect it. Peckham. It'll just be a signing just to, he's going to get better. We'll just get the 1 year in on him. He accepts that offer. Still 6.3. Jake Bean and a couple of these other guys. It's more of a, I would like to keep Neighbors if we can get things rolling, but it's not looking good. I don't understand fully what it is. I mean, our team is doing what they should be doing. It's just, I don't know, maybe the goaltending isn't coming through here. Maybe Askarov is pissed off that we got Kochekov to come fill in. That could be a thing. Who knows what? But let's take a look at the rest of the stats, actually, for everybody else. So right now, our team is, technically performing, but not performing at the same time, if that makes any sense. Also, I switched up Tippett and Burakovsky because Burakovsky, even though he's a sniper, he doesn't take many shots. Tippett does. So maybe that helps out that second line because everyone's in the 70s in shots, and we have Tippett with 125 and Celebrini with 138. So let's see if switching that up also helps. Rookies for us, Svitov and Caldwell, they're not going to be in any contention of the Calder for us. Entire league, George as goalie's not doing great. Bridley, not bad, 23 points for a top 6 scorer. Beck, no one really. Jet Luchenko. Carter Hart is the top goalie in the league right now with the Oilers. Vasilevsky is right behind him. We are going to defenseman. Top defenseman, Minty. Haven't seen him up there in a while, but over Charlie McAvoy and Makar and Dahlin. So not bad. Who's got the most goals as a defenseman? Dougie Hamilton, of course. And forward-wise, McDavid is absolutely crunching it this year, 55 points already. Kucherov's right behind him with Pasta and Bedard. Most assists right now, you got Brayden Point, of course, and goals, you have Pasta and McDavid. So a solid year all the way around the NHL. It's just, we need to get this team on track. With that, I don't know. Or do we trade? Do we sell at the deadline and try to play our young guys? And I honestly don't know. I really want our team to hit some type of stride in gear here, like win 5 or 6 in a row. Bears injured with an injured stomach. Sure, okay. Detroit 2-1 overtime loss. Musty has accepted our contract, so we got 2 of our guys extended. That's good. Pittsburgh, come on. Ethan Bear is back. Let's get him back in to the team. This team is there's sometimes when you play with certain teams where it doesn't. Not that it doesn't make sense. It's just no matter what you do with the team, they just don't respond how you think they are going to, or how they almost technically should respond. So, it's whatever. Pittsburgh, 4-2 loss. Boston, what is it, man? Boston, come on. What do we got here? 5-3 win. Okay, can we turn it back against Utah? 4-3 win. Okay, beautiful. Seattle, come on. Burakovsky's injured, though. He should be back soon. Svitov is injured now, so we got a couple more injuries. It's just, honestly, I think it's just injuries derailing us in our chemistry. Burakovsky is back. Let's just continue. No, I'm not making those trades. 3-1 loss. Okay, beautiful. Just 20, 20, and 2 on the season. it's this team. You're doing everything you should be doing when you have a team like this. It's not working. I mean, Tippett's now -4. It honestly, it has to be defense. I'm going to switch it around. Ethan Bear and Bean. Hughes is up to an 87 though. Still no X factors, which also could be hurting us. Svitov should be back soon. I'm just gonna have him play on second line. I think it's at 19, so we're just gonna sim here. Up against the Wild, Kochekov. Svitov is back with the roster, so I mean, did we have 3 goalies in there the whole time? Yes, we did. So Gorgiev, you can go down. Let's go edit NHL lines. Svitov is back, so let's get him back in the lineup. Thompson, thank you, but get him back in there. And Kochekov with Askarov. All right, beautiful. AHL wise, I mean, Tolopov and the other guy, they've been holding it down. Garnett, so just replace. There we go. Askarov is back in net. Our 2 goalies are back. 6-5 shootout loss. Okay, another overtime loss. We're sitting at 43 points. Where does that put us in our race? It's a tight race with the Ducks, Flames, and Avalanche and Utah have us beat right now for points. So we need to start winning more. We need to start going 3-1. With this next game here up against Tampa Bay, 3-2 loss. All right. Kings 4-0 win, so we finally get a shutout. There we go. Giordano got fired, it looked like. Edmonton, a 5-2 loss. All right. This team is just not winning. Ethan Bear injured again. Another injury. 6-2 loss to Winnipeg. 4-3 win against Toronto. Just not looking good. Bear is back. 3-2 loss. And then last game of January to the Devils. What is it going to be? It is a 5-1 loss. So 50 games into the season, we're sitting under 500. Not what I was looking for from this team, but I mean, last year we had such a killer lineup. It's just our 5-on-5 seems to not be clicking because we're giving up too many goals. Our special teams are, one is in top 5, and the other one's in top 10, which is pretty good. It's just 5-on-5 isn't clicking for us. It's not clicking, and I don't know what to do. I mean, Burakovsky, I mean, they're getting points. Our second line is absolutely abysmal now. Third line, they're just as minus as they were before, and fourth line is doing pretty good. Peckham, I mean, he's still on penalty kill. The only thing would be to secure the blue line with a couple better players, but it's not what we have right now. We have to go out and look and see if there's anybody available for that. But, I mean, if there is anybody like that, it would probably be somebody for a year or something like that. But finally, Svitov, he finally accepts to play on the second line. So there we go. That finally works for us. So that should help out his chemistry and playing time as well. He'll be playing with the second line as well, second and third line. So we have a +3 on that second line finally, or we could split it up and have 1-1. So we could possibly do that, but offensive defenseman and defensive defenseman, offensive and two-way, it's probably our blue line, and also the goalies, considering that Kochekov is a similar rated goalie. They're splitting time a lot more, so maybe that's not helping our guy out. But we do have him signed for 2 years. Askarov isn't doing great this year, but hey, we have Kochekov to use as a piece to move on from, depending on how this next month goes. This team, like I said, this team isn't on autopilot, but I mean, it should be good enough to start really winning games here. But 4-2 win, there we go, up against Tampa Bay. Please, let's start getting into it, team. 3-1 loss. Kochekov is out till April 3rd with a broken foot. So it looks like I'm not trading Kochekov. That's great. The one thing that we had to possibly trade, if we were going to trade for a better defenseman or to really help this team push, or trade away at the trade deadline to acquire something. So there goes that. But also, hey, this might help our NHL team with Askarov playing every single game now, pretty much. AHL team's still doing pretty good. They're bouncing back and forth, but our NHL team is what we're worried with. 3-1 loss, 4-1 win. There we go. All right, let's bounce back against Carolina here. Let's see if we can get 2 in a row. Simple things here, guys. 2 in a row? No, we do not. All right, let's get back to even now. Let's try to get 1 win. Up against Minnesota, 5-2 win. Okay, Toronto. Let's try to get something here. Up against Toronto, Musty's injured till February 21st. Great. 4-3 shootout loss. I don't know what to say to that. We need to string together like 3 or 4 wins in a row. Something. Up against the Devils here. Come on. Get 1. Musty's back. I have to see what the thing is after I put Boudreau in. Let's get him in. Musty. Here we go. This game is bugged. Here we go. 4-1 loss. Beautiful. Just beautiful. All right. Buffalo. Come on. What do we do here? Hughes is now injured till March 7th. It's just... I can't blame this team. It's just injury after injury after injury. That's literally what it is. Ottawa. What do we have here? 3-2 win. There we go. Montreal. What are we going to do against Montreal? 1-0 win to possibly one of the best teams in the league. Yeah. 3rd best team in the league. Yeah. 3rd best team in the league. We get a 1-0 shutout with. All right. That's something. Up against Philly. What are we going to do? Hughes is back, but we'll continue. This might be the AHL team. Yes, it is. AHL team. Best lines. That's a lot of injuries. NHL team. I mean, we were doing pretty good with Thompson up there with Anderson, but let's put Hughes back in there. He's back in there. 2-1 loss. So maybe it's Hughes. Nashville. 3-2 loss. All right. We get back-to-back wins, and then we get back-to-back losses. If there's anything to say at this trade deadline is I think we might be sellers. I mean, 5-on-5, we're not doing it. Special teams, we're doing it. So I don't know where to put that. Let's just sim this game here. Gorgiev, yeah, technically on a back-to-back. You would be in here, but no. Let's put Askarov in there. So there we go. Askarov's in there. Let's just do a quick sim with this. He's 0.01 above 900. Up against St. Louis, first period. Nothing. Okay, good. Second period. 2-1. All right. All right. What can we come back against St. Louis? Celebrini scored in our only goal. Nope. 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. Yeah, it's. I'm not jumping into this game. Just finish it. I don't know why I did that. 5-1. Just finish us off. Just 6-1 loss. I'm going to say we are sellers at the deadline here. This team, I don't see it bouncing back. We had a good start, and it just not I wouldn't say nosedived, but we can't get above a 500 winning percentage. So going into the trade deadline here, I would say we're conservative sellers. We're going to go into the trade deadline here. Is I still want to keep Tippett for another year, but Burakovsky, I might move on from him. So Bear might move on from him. A couple of those guys like that. So forward wise, who would I move on from? Let's take a look there. Kopitar, probably. Burakovsky, probably. Tippett, I have to keep. Kovalenko, Delandria, maybe. Baines, yeah. I'm going to look for some of these trades here and try to do it fast. For Kopitar here, Minnesota Wild are giving up a third. So, I mean, that's a really good return back for Kopitar, especially for a team that I believe is making a push for the playoffs. So, that is one trade down. Let's get to the next one. I wouldn't mind taking another pick for the 2029 draft, a second round. It's probably going to be a later one, but for a second for Burakovsky, I would take that. I could take this trade as well from Minnesota, but let's take one from Edmonton. Why not? Second rounder from Edmonton. We'll take that. Thank you. On to the next here. Who is it going to be? For Ethan Bear, Vancouver, second and a third. Why not? Extra draft picks. Florida is also giving up a second for Jake Bean. I mean, seconds are getting thrown around here. I will take them all. Dixon will get moved up, sure. I got to do roster changes anyway. So, I mean, that will work out. He's going to stay down in the AHL, though. He shouldn't have any waivers on him or anything, so I can definitely move him up and down. We'll do that. So, we have some good trades so far. We just need, I'll probably say one more, and then we'll go on from there. And the last one, another second for Ty Dellandrea. The computers are just giving away, so I mean he's going back to Dallas, so that's fine. Bystad will come up. We'll start playing all the young guys or just filler positions that we have. Other than that, I believe that's going to be it. Maybe sign some people off of free agency, but that's the moves that we're doing. I mean, I'm not pushing for the playoffs. This team is not playoff ready. We still, I mean, with who we signed the last year and the year before that, yeah, but not now. This team is nowhere near ready for the playoff push. So we had solid trades here. If we go take a look at it, I mean, we have a plethora of picks to help move up in maybe next year's draft or this year's draft. We don't have many this year, but I mean, we got 3 seconds, we got 3 thirds, we got a couple fourths, 2029. So that is looking good for us for now. So, hey, I'll take it this year. Who knows what we do, but I will take it and we'll see. Right now, it's just waiting to the end of the deadline because there's no one I'm going to go for. Simple as that. We're selling. I'm not buying anybody at the end here. I don't think anyone is going to help this team make a huge turnaround. And I will decide to keep all those picks. The only thing that I will do probably is this next offseason is maybe get rid of Kochekov, see what we can get for him. Maybe we can move up from that, but I was thinking maybe a really good backup would help us this year, but it hasn't come around. So there's that. Let's just get to the end of the trade deadline. Trade deadline is done. I just went ahead and adjusted the lineup just for the rest of the season. But let's take a look back at the trades here. Dimitri, decent trade. Trevor Moore, decent trade. A couple picks traded over there. Solar Bomb, not really. Martin Hook, a bunch of picks still being traded. Anaheim making a bunch of trades with Tampa Bay and Seattle. Dylan going to them. Gudas, and then here's our trades. A second. Verhoff, nobody really. There's one of our trades again. No big trade. Texier, no. Dylan. So Dylan was traded twice on trade day. There's another one of our trades. Boom. Kessel Ring, not really. Burakovsky, there's our trade. That Kopitar, there's our trade. So not many big blockbuster trades really. So to finish out the rest of the season, I mean, this is the AHL lines, not really us. So switch it around to NHL. There you go. Peckham, I just moving him up to the first line. Well, why not? Tippett, just finish out on the second line, be as strong as possible. I was thinking about putting Neighbors up here to finish out the season, but we lose the plus. Same thing if I put Smith up there. So we're just going to roll it out with this, and our defense for the end of the year, definitely going to be letting up a lot of goals. I'll be so surprised if this team actually turns it around. And then Askarov, of course, in net. So this is just a injury-filled bummer of a season. That's all I can say. Just, it hasn't been that good of a season. So let's just take it with the last 19 games of the season. So 3-1 win against Anaheim, up against the Kings here. 6-4 loss. Colorado, what are we going to do? 3-2 shootout loss, all right. Vancouver, 4-1 win, all right. Chicago, tough team, 4-1 loss. Up against Vegas, their playoff team, 4-3 shootout loss, all right. Anaheim, 6-5 win, so at least we're beating them. Svitov is injured till March 27th, just a couple games. Vancouver, 4-0 win, all right. Nashville. Eklund has been injured till April 4th. All right, it's just more and more and more injuries. Looks like we are short a player. Okay. Looks like I'll bring up a guy named Graf, but let's switch it around. Put Musty. I'll put him on the second line, actually. Get him a little bit more ice time. Put Neighbors up there. Graf, yeah, there we go. We'll put you down there. Sure, we'll put you down there on the fourth line. And, yeah, oh, power play's messed up. Okay, I forgot Eklund's on there. Sure, I mean, no. I'll put Will Smith on there. There we go. Smith's on there. Bystead, Neighbors, no. That's absolutely not going to happen. I honestly didn't know what to say there because this team is just in complete shambles. This team, it is far from what this team was Stanley Cup contention last year. So I mean, I didn't expect it to fully get blown up like this, where we weren't even going to make the playoffs in the following season. I definitely expected to take like a step back, maybe be a wild card team or something like that, but not just completely miss the playoffs. Winnipeg. Celebrini's also injured. All right, cool. Just, I don't even know what to say. Just injury after injury after injury. I'm just going to hit it with the best lines. There's a couple games left. I don't know. Just injury after injury. Our best players are injured. So let's just finish out the year in the disappointing fashion. Some of our best players are injured and we're winning games. Like, it doesn't make sense. I mean, we're still way far out of a playoff spot. So just finish out the season. I mean, at this point, we're technically going to be below 500 if we lose one more game. So there's that. We can try to be 500. St. Louis, 4-2 win. There we go. Nashville, Okay, there we go. We're under 500. Rangers shootout loss. There we go. Up against Columbus. All right, 5-4 loss. Anaheim. 4-3 win. So we beat the hell out of Anaheim every time. And Edmonton finishes us off 7-1 in our season finale. They go ahead and take the Pacific, but that is going to be all from us this year. 77. Yeah, 78. Can't speak. This team's got me all pissed off. Finished with 81 points, the third bottom. I mean, all the times we beat the Ducks, we definitely kept them out of the playoffs, especially that last game here. So I feel happy about that. But this team just, in a weak, I mean, it's not weak anymore, but in a weak Pacific Division, going 37, 38, and 7, just, that doesn't cut it. But let's get back to actually our roster moves here and go to one of our defensemen. No, we actually don't need to do that. It's our winger, our other winner, and Franco. Those three guys. Okay, let's at least just send those guys down. Boom. Send those guys down. Help the AHL squad in their playoffs run. And yeah, we'll keep it there. Time to take a look at all the stats and just finish up the season, see who wins the cup. But a 90-point season by Celebrini, not bad, especially missing a handful of games and not playing with the best team. I mean, 14 less points, I get it. Yeah, this just wasn't a good year. I mean, Tippett, if I played him probably full-time on the first line, maybe he gets 35-ish goals or something like that, but we just didn't get the points. I mean, this team operated in probably much a full negative. I mean, Will Smith was minus 17, just not good. Defense, 48 points from Hughes and Anderson. A minus 11, so maybe they're not working that well together. But, I don't think 48 points is going to give him an X factor this year, which is going to suck. Anderson, I think he has maybe one more year left in him before he starts going down. Definitely need to work on defense. Fitov, it's good that he is fitting onto the second line, but I'm hoping for a good offseason and good growth from him to help. Maybe boost him up to the first line. We'll switch that around, but just a terrible season from our goalies. A 900 save percentage, under 500 for Askarov. This is the Askarov I was thinking I was getting when I first acquired this team from last year's simulation with them. Like, I would see this from him every season, 25 and 27, 24 and 23. I would never see this from him. So, who knows? Maybe that's the best we'll ever see from him. But I hope not. We can go from there. Caldwell, he got some games. That's good for him. Just take a look around the league at everything. Finish up the season here. McDavid, 122 points, crazy. Rookie goalie, Carter George did all right. Rookie skater, Brindley, maybe go to Luchenko, but being a plus player. Best goalie in the league, Ottinger, Carter Hart, Vasilevsky, Luukkonen, Sturkin, and Knight. Best defenseman in the league, Dahlin. This is one of the very rare few times I've ever seen him win best defenseman. So, hey, props up to him. It might go to Mintyukov or even Heiskanen with a plus 55. That is crazy. That is a crazy good plus minus. But let's take a look at assists here. That goes to Dahlin. Goals, Dougie Hamilton. And Mintyukov was pretty close to him. Let's take a look at point here. McDavid goes away with that 122 points. Absolutely crazy. Most assists goes to Brayden Point. Goals, probably McDavid. Yep, 64. Beats out Matthews. Maybe Matthews would have beat it if he had 82 games. He was a little less than goal per game. So there's that. not bad all around the league for all the players. Actually, let's go take a look at our stats here, just our team stats. Going around goals for a game, I mean, 3.26 is pretty good, but 3.4 is not. We're almost allowing in 3.5 goals a game. I don't know how. I mean, towards the end, a terrible blue line, but having a 20% power play throughout the season is pretty good. 83 PK. I like to see more around 85, but that just sucks. Wow. Okay. So technically we could win at home, but away we couldn't win. So we lost almost 30 games on the road. So yeah, that is why. And we were like this the whole season, pretty much 500 throughout the whole entire season. There was no separating us. I mean, we got up to what, a 4-0 start, and then it just went downhill from that. Let's just sim to playoffs. Regular season's over. That's good. We'll go to the AHL. I really don't care who is playing in the NHL. Let's see what our AHL team does, because I believe they won the Calder Cup last year, which is kind of funny. Last 2 games against the Iowa Wild. So, a couple stretches there. 7-4 and 8-2. Not bad for our Barracuda. They are going up against Coachella Valley. So, we'll just do the 3 games. If they get swept or we sweep, that would be cool. Celebrini is back in the lineup. Good for him. He can enjoy his golfing season. 5-3 loss, 2-1 loss, and a 3-2 loss. So there goes our Barracuda. Swept out of the playoffs. Let's take aim on the NHL side. See what happens with some of the series here. It might be a game 7. Come on, one more game. Who made it to the second round? There we go. Dallas, Chicago, Alberta versus Canucks. You have Lightning and Toronto, and a good matchup there with Philly and the Rangers. So let's get this week done. Round 2. See if there are any sweeps or anything like that. Just finish out this season. 3 up for Dallas, 2-1 over there. 3 up for the Lightning, and 2-1 Philly. All right, let's see who makes it to the conference finals. Dallas versus Edmonton, usual, and Lightning versus Rangers. All right. So who is it going to be in the finals here? 3-1 and 3-1. All right, so possibly Lightning Edmonton. Ooh, Dallas is coming back. They got 2 games. Nope. Edmonton versus Tampa. All right, who's going to win it? Maybe Edmonton. Ooh, does Edmonton have it this time in this universe? Edmonton does win it, and your year 5 Stanley Cup champs are your Edmonton Oilers. There you go, McDavid. You finally got a ring. It just had to take a different universe. Carolina got it back-to-back. Then Tampa was trying to go back-to-back as well again. But Edmonton said, no, we had enough of this. President's Trophy was Dallas this year. They did not win it. Edmonton got back and won it. And Tampa, as you can tell, the East has been dominated by Tampa and Carolina. Individual trophies, Connor McDavid got the Art Ross. Hart, Heiskanen gets the James Norris. Lady Bing Pasta. Calder goes to Sandin. Bouchard gets the Conn Smythe. Crazy. All right. Ottinger, Vezina. William M. for Ottinger. Pellick gets Bill Masterton. Hutchison, Jack Adams. Selke for Horvat. Ted Lindsay for McDavid. And the Maurice. So McDavid got all of his accolades now. He has at least 1 cup. Not bad. They went swept 6 games, 7 games, 6 games. Not bad. Tampa, 5 games, 7 and 6. All right. Not the hardest or easiest roads through there, but let's sim to the draft here. See what happens. See what kind of pick we have. Where are we picking? San Jose. We go from 8 to 9. So we dropped back one pick. All right, that's cool because Carolina drops from 10 to 1. What the fuck? All right, whatever. We have a top 10 pick, so maybe there's something in there, and maybe we can use all of our picks and stuff to maybe move up to the top 5. Who knows? John Tavares retires. Typically, he retires when he's like a 70 overall, but he retires then. Giroux, Wheeler, Burns. Yeah, you see all these guys here. There's a lot of names to read out. Now, all the people that we technically know and play in real life are starting to retire. There we go. Matt, he came back and now he's retired, so that's one person from us. We'll take a personal look through the team, but they are all the guys that are retiring. Goalies, any big names? Varlamov. All right. San Jose, anybody retiring from us other than Matt? Nope. Matt's the only one retiring from us. Giroux's now a coach. Anybody retiring from us? San Jose. Sharks, that's probably our goalie coach. I wouldn't be surprised. There we go. Let's just take a look at coaching staff. Is it our goalie coach? Nope, it's our PK coach. All right. So we need to look for another PK coach. That's going to be fun. Let's take a look at our contracts before the draft board. See if anybody got any better or any worse. Askarov, he got a little bit worse. 87 overall. Looks like he's going to max out about there. That's fine. Goalies, Tulipov up to 68. Yeah, whatever. Defenseman, Hughes, please have an X factor. He does not. Svitov, 83 still. I'm going to probably work on his awareness or puck handling or something to help his overall. So that's it. Dickinson, still 78 overall. Maybe we use him to move up. Who knows? Peckham still an 83 overall. I don't expect many people to go up because we just had a terrible season. So I don't expect huge growth from a lot of people. Neighbors goes down to an 85. Still has two of his X factors. Musty up to an 84. So, I mean, that's pretty much second line material, especially if we should be giving him that time. Neighbors, I would like to keep. I could probably qualify him and trade him, but we'll see. That's for next episode. Celebrini up to 92. Will Smith still a 89. It might be getting to the time of what do we do with this core three? Because, I mean, Eklund, yeah, he can play on the first line. He does good on the first line. Maybe we can ask him to play right wing or something like that. Ask one of these guys to change position or just get a secondary position, because that would help us out tremendously, because having an 89 who has medium potential, he can get up to a 91, 92 if we play him enough. So we can work on that. Let's take a look at the draft board, see if there's anybody worth trading up for, trading away any prospects, old prospects. We have a defensive defenseman here, Ali Franson, but not looking towards that. You have Ribeiro, you have Baron with a playmaker, Sjöström, I probably butchered that. A two-way defenseman we could possibly use in the top 5. We got Chung, Gage Chung, and then a couple top 6s, possible medium elite right here. Tokarski, possible playmaker, elite. I don't. It's around the time we would pick, but I don't want to be wrong and possibly take like a bust. So maybe we can trade up to the top 5, get somebody there, maybe top 4, get the defenseman. A couple gems here, so we'll definitely note these guys for later in the draft. And then let's see if there's any good people towards the end. So, yeah, of course, you got goalies. Goalies are always easy to pick out. Any low elites? Come on, anybody, any gems? No, not really. We're still going to be taking a lot of whiffs, so maybe that's good for next year's draft. But maybe we can move up and take somebody, but this is where I'm going to leave it. I know it's been a less... It was a bummer year. It wasn't good for us. I was expecting to make a good playoff run, but the team just had other plans. We missed the playoffs for the second time, or is it? Yeah, for the second time. Yeah, yeah, it wasn't good. I was expected to make it back, but this team has a bright future. It's just what do we do in the draft, and then with contracts, do we keep Neighbors? Do we let them walk? Do we use that money to sign other people? Do we trade away people? Do we sign people in free agency? Like, what is there to do? Because possible pending free agents that we have in this upcoming season are some pretty good ones. I mean, there's a franchise guy who would absolutely not go, Jalen Keene. Like, he would have to be like the next six first round picks for us. Would it be worth it? Yeah, it would be worth it depending on how much he's asking. But defenseman wise, you got Morrissey, Warinsky, not really. You got Dougie that we can put on. These guys, I would go with one of these guys to put on the second pairing, or anybody down here. Maybe trade for somebody right wing. Keller, but then we would have three playmakers on that first line, and maybe that won't really work out. But we could try that. Left wing, try to get Connor again. He had a 1-year deal with the Kings, so maybe we can get another 1-year deal for him, or we get Matthews. Who knows? I don't know what to do with this team. It's just one of those teams where either it gets all set up real easy, or you're just in limbo of constantly changing it. The direction of this team could change because, I mean, we have 3 stars that are all playmakers. I mean, Celebrini is a lock. It's, do we keep Smith? I mean, we locked him up long term. Like, what do we do with our core 3? Hughes is technically part of that core 4. I just need him to get an X factor somewhere, some way, somehow. Like, it would be nice to see him with an X factor. That's what I gotta say. But thank you for sticking around. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of you. I hope you've had a wonderful day, weekend, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out.